Hello and happy winter. Welcome to your Eastern Idaho weather and hazard briefing for Monday, December 21st. My name's Alex from the National Weather Service in Pocatello. Taking a look at your key points, we'll continue to see a wintry mix this morning and into this afternoon, mostly across the South Hills, the Eastern Highlands, and the Upper Snake River Plain. And there'll be a combination of rain, light freezing rain, freezing drizzle, and freezing fog in these areas, particularly this morning. This afternoon, the area of freezing drizzle, freezing fog should shift to the Upper Snake Highlands. So say basically from Rexburg north, from DuBois north to the Montana border, those areas will be favored. We'll even have some pockets of fog and freezing fog in those areas as well. Otherwise, it'll be a mild and breezy day across the region. That won't last long, though. A strong cold front remains on tap to swing through the area from late tonight into Tuesday morning. With the front, we'll see a burst of snow. We'll see sharply falling temperatures, and we'll see windy conditions develop. So that could make for a very tricky Tuesday. Even though snowfall amounts are going to be on the lighter side, the combination of snow, quickly falling temperatures, and wind will make for a hazard difficult travel conditions for your Tuesday. Otherwise, cold and dry conditions will build into the area from Wednesday through Friday, and from late Friday into next weekend. That'll be our next chance for snowfall across the area. Confidence in the forecast is in the medium to high range. Taking a look at your satellite picture this morning, we can clearly see our cold front lined up here across the western Pacific Ocean. This will be quickly moving eastward for today and into the area tonight and Tuesday morning. Meanwhile, extending from the system, there's a weak warm front that extends east from northern Oregon and across central Idaho. And south of that area, it's mild and breezy across the southern Snake Plain, eastern Magic Valley. We still do have some pockets of light rain and light freezing rain, although that will gradually be diminishing this morning and transitioning to more of a freezing drizzle threat across the upper Snake Plain. But otherwise, a ridge of high pressure will briefly build in today. Your weather impact summary highlighting the wintry mix across the South Hills and Southeast Highlands. Again, that'll be mostly this morning. Otherwise, across the Eastern Highlands, that's where that wintry mix will persist through the day. So we've seen pretty much everything across the Eastern Highlands. We've seen pockets of fog, freezing fog, snow showers, rain, and freezing drizzle, and that'll continue while focusing more across the Upper Snake Plain and Upper Snake Highlands. What do I mean by that? Well, the higher terrain areas north of Rexburg to the Montana border, higher terrain areas north of DuBois to the Montana border. That's where the freezing drizzle and freezing fog will be most persistent from this afternoon through this evening. And we are seeing not as widespread, but a few pockets of fog and freezing drizzle across the central mountain valleys as well. Otherwise, your eyes certainly are focused here on our Tuesday system. We have the higher impact areas for the mountains just because the snowfall amounts will be a little bit higher there, so it'll be slightly more prone to blowing snow. But we will see snow accumulation for most areas. And again, the combination of snow, rapidly falling temperatures with the cold front, and the strong winds will make for a tricky travel day on Tuesday. As I mentioned, dry and cold from Wednesday through the remainder of the week. Late Friday night and into Saturday is when we expect the next chance for snow across the region. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast radar here, and let's let it play out to the end, and then we'll step you through from this morning the rest of today. Now, today's precipitation will be on the lighter side, and the freezing drizzle not really showing up on the forecast radar, but this is the area where it'll be most persistent today. Otherwise, you can clearly see the cold front and the associated snow with that front making its way through the area on Tuesday morning. Let's play it through one more time here so we can step you through the cold front all timing. Again, it should be all snow. This model is trying to paint a couple of pockets of rain, but our cold front should be all snow. And we can see it start to appear across the Boise Mountains tonight. And you can see how quickly it moves through. So pre-dawn hours, it's already arriving in the eastern Snake Plain. Just before sunrise, it's across the interstate corridor. We do see some lingering pockets of snow showers behind the main cold front, and perhaps some redevelopment of snow showers across the eastern highlands during the afternoon and evening. But by the time we get late Tuesday night into around midnight Wednesday morning, the snow should have come to an end. Let's allow this to play one more time, just to give you an idea of the progression of the front. Now again, there could be some moderate bursts of snow in here briefly. So combined with the winds and the falling temperatures, it'll make for some impactful Tuesday morning travel. Now for the rest of the day, we will still see some light snow. Let's say in the Big Hole Mountains, some of the higher terrain areas north of Wayan and south of Swan Valley, and in the Island Park area. Now for Tuesday, here's a look at the snowfall expected for that system. So again, the amounts here aren't impressive, but the fact that they'll fall in a relatively short amount of time, and like I said, combined with the wind and quickly falling temperatures, could create some slick conditions. Not to mention areas that will see really an inch or more of snow will be prone to seeing some blowing snow as well. High temperatures for today. This will be our last mild day this week, and mild for sure, getting into the 50s across the eastern Magic Valley. Pretty much mild for everyone. Most areas getting above freezing, except for these areas here across the northern half of Clark and Fremont counties, where you'll be socked in the fog and freezing drizzle all day. You'll likely stay below freezing, but nearly everybody else should warm up above freezing. Much colder Tuesday. I want to emphasize these high temperatures will be before the cold front arrives. And one thing that's tricky about this is temperatures will be above freezing before the cold front arrives. So imagine with the warmer temperatures initially, we could see snowfall melting on surfaces and then quickly freezing after the cold front passes through. So that is a concern. Notice much colder Wednesday, below freezing for all areas, and we'll see similar high temperatures through Friday. Low temperatures Wednesday morning, definitely on the cold side. Lots of teens and single digits, and even sub-zero low temperatures across the typical cold locations like the Arco Desert, Stanley, and the Island Park area. We'll see very similar lows to this through Friday morning. Shifting to the winds, we'll continue to see strong winds across the central Idaho mountains for the upper slopes today. Otherwise, just kind of generally breezy this afternoon and tonight ahead of our cold front. Now, Tuesday morning, look how quickly the winds ramp up. We'll see some wind gusts in the 40 to 50 mile per hour range. Tuesday morning, again, the winds will ramp up right along behind the cold front. And you can imagine the blowing snow potential with winds this strong across the eastern Magic Valley, southern Snake Plain, and the South Hills. Getting into the afternoon, those winds will continue. We'll see more of a northwest wind appear across the central Idaho mountains, strong there as well. And then Tuesday evening, we'll begin to see still breezy conditions, but beginning to ramp down. And by the time we get into late Tuesday night, again, you see that gradual decrease in the winds. By Wednesday morning, winds much, much lighter across the area. So to summarize, we'll continue to see a wintry mix across portions of the South Hills and Eastern Highlands this morning. Otherwise, the freezing drizzle, freezing fog will linger across the upper Snake Highlands through this afternoon. The strong cold front will arrive tonight across the central Idaho mountains, and for the rest of eastern Idaho early Tuesday morning, mainly before sunrise. Reaching the Wyoming border just after sunrise, we'll see sharply falling temperatures, strong winds, and some areas of blowing snow with the front. Otherwise cold and dry Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Our next chance of snow moving in Friday night and into next weekend. That'll conclude the briefing for today. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to reach out to us at the phone number that you see there. You can also reach us on social media and via email. Thank you and have a good day.